Okay. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the arcade where we are on session 5 of our Final Fantasy 16 playthrough. And boy, we're about like 16 hours into the game. Like 16 hours in, and it's we've seen our main character grow a lot on like an emotional level. I think we're around like level 22 as well. But like we got a lot of acceptance happening, a lot of going through grief and growing from it with our main character. We'll read up on it as we do at the start of every single one of these streams, but like man, all crazy. Also, we lost an entire village, which was fucking wild to say the least. I really don't know I mean, I expected that might happen eventually. Like I expected we were going to go talk to Sid and then get back here, but like nope. We hit our little acceptance moment, or hit the L3 and R3 button, and boy, yeah, that was a lot. But hopefully everyone's having a good Monday. I'm a little we'll call it lethargic. I'm a little lethargic today. Running a little slow, a little eepy. The dog is sniffing around. I don't know what he's doing. Haku, you good, man? You okay? Crazy. All right. Oh, time to deal with our struggling RAM and hard drive at the moment. It's going. It's chugging along. Also, I wonder who did all these concept art images that we're getting for the loading screens. I wonder who in the studio did these, because these are really nice. As well as who came up with the concept of like the Fallen. Also, that's a question we haven't even gotten yet. I assume the Fallen are like the icons, essentially. Maybe they're the crystals. Maybe the crystals and the Fallen were fighting, and then they both landed on the planet, i.e., like Destiny style. I don't know. We got some options. Holy shit! It's chugging though. Oh, maybe next time I'll preload already into the game. Wait, wait, we're good. Oh yeah, we're good. All right. First things first. We'll clear this icon off my map. Stop. Stop. I'm just trying to touch my stone. Uh-oh. Oh? Oh yeah, we can change our appearance now. Ooh. Oh. Blue Torgal. Cute. Oh, and here we have looks for every single weapon that we've received or created. That's cool. That means I need to buy the rest of those weapons. Uh-oh. That's dope, though. Now, we'll keep our current look. Also, Goots is back.
Clive, was it?
Alright. Let's talk to our old man. Old man!
Very well. Learn your letters.
Easy for him to say.
Cute.
And how might this old soul be of service?
Hear my tales, old man.
This particular chapter before.
Upgrades. Updates the tome.
Wish to study the tomes?
Yes. Alright. Relevant topics. The Purge of Eastpool. Which was where we left off. The Purge was a brutal attack on a Rosarian village of Eastpool in the year 873. Annabella Lesage, Holy Empress of Sunbrick, and Vicereign of Rosaria, ordered all bearers being harbored by the villagers to be slaughtered, along with those ducal loyalists who had given them shelter. Ooh, that's a detail I forgot. I forgot that the queen is the one who ordered it on to kill everybody. In the ensuing massacre, Eastpool's population was effectively decimated, and ultimately the village was abandoned. Oof. Eastpool. It was our little hamlet. It was once surrounded by fertile farmland, but the southward creep of the Blight eventually drove out most of the inhabitants. In the aftermath of the attack on Phoenix Gate in 860, and the Ironblood invasion that followed, many fled here, including bearers who had lost their masters. The majority of that population, however, was wiped out in the culling of bearers ordered by Empress Annabella. The village now lies abandoned and in ruins. Ducal Loyalists. Those who maintain allegiance to the late Archduke Elwin and work for his revival of the fallen Duchy of Rosaria. After Rosaria was incorporated into the Empire, most swore to their new vicereign. Most swore loyalty to their new vicereign, the Empress Annabella, even more converting after they saw how those who refused to change their allegiances were persecuted. This persecution was to only grow, culminating in the burning of Eastpool by Imperial troops on the pretext that the reluctance to surrender Rosalith's bearers to the constabulary proved their disloyalty to the Holy Throne. The term had a different meaning in the time before Imperial occupation. Rosaria was founded by the union of several small independent nations, which led by its own noble house. These houses remained powerful even after the unification, sometimes leading to friction between the loyalists who argued for the Archduke's ultimate authority and the separatists who pushed for a return to autonomy. Alright, I see. So there was already a tension happening there. We also did our stuff at the Phoenix Gate. The remains of the fortress destroyed in the year 860 on what came known as the Night of Flames. The castle's invasion of the Samberquois assassins and the battle between the two icons of fire that arose in this wake. Ancient ruins lie beneath and are reached by means of underground pathway. Prior to Rosaria becoming an imperial province, the gate was of great importance to the people of the duchy, being the site of the rite of ancestral communion. See, my thing is that, like, it's the site of ancestral communion. Wouldn't... How do I say this? Why wasn't there any records of things outside of Phoenix being listed? Kind of thing. Or maybe it takes like certain icon bearers down different routes, maybe? I don't know. It's a little weird. Ancient mural. Yeah, because like that sure as fuck isn't Phoenix, unless they just all assumed that that was Phoenix. Wall painting found in the depths of the apodittery under Phoenix Gate. Who created it and for what purpose is unknown, but the celestial being in the center suggests some connection to a long-lost religion. And then we had Hugo Kupka. Kupka's awakening as the dominant of the icon Titan thrust him in the forefront of Dalmatian politics, winning him influence over both the Republic's armies and policy makings, as well as personal fortune. His greatest treasure, however, was always Benedicta Harmon. So when a servant of Waloed informed him that his love was slain by Sid, his fury toward the outlaw and his allies knew no bounds. Yeah, that fucking happened. An Imperial bearer turned disorder. He and his childhood friend Jill journeyed to the homeland of Rosaria to learn the truth of the events that shaped their histories. Their paths take them through the village of Eastpool, where they meet Hannah Murdoch, wife of the late Lord Commander. That's right, she was his wife. She presents Clive with a set of clothes that once belonged to his father. That's why we look all schnazzy now. Oh yeah, Annabella Lesage, former Duchess of Rosaria, now the Empress of the Holy Empire of Sunbrick. It was ever her purpose in life to preserve her phoenix-bearing bloodline, for which reason she betrayed her husband, that she might enter in league with a force she judged the mightier. Now she rules over Rosaria as vicereign of the imperial province, which she rules with a cruelty and contempt for the baseborn that was unknown in Archduke Elwin's day. Yeah, she's a fucking horrible lady. Lord Commander of the Rosarian army, outranked only by his firm friend Archduke Elwin. When Clive manifested into Ifrit during the attack on Phoenix Gate, Murdoch lost his life to the infernal icon's flames. I mean, yeah, we kind of do that. Wife of Rodney Murdoch, Lord Commander of the Rosarian army. Since her marriage, she resided in the Murdoch's manor on Eastpool, remaining there even after her husband's death at Phoenix Gate. Alas, her time was also cut short in the hands of the villainous servants of the Empress Annabella. Neat. We have updates on the Imperial Province of Rosaria. Lands comprising the western reaches of the continent of Storm, formerly known as the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. It became the Imperial Province after its annexation of the Holy Empire Sunbreak in the year 861. Literally 1 year later? Holy shit. She wasted no time. Annabella Lesage, once Duchess of Rosaria and now Empress of Sunbreak, has granted stewardship of her former home and the title of vicereign, a role she embraced with sadistic relish, enacting a regime of crippling taxation, ooh, horrible, come on, and constant surveillance, along with renewed persecution of the bearer population. Yeah, that's not cool. Situated in the heart of the ducal capital of Rosalith, it was from this towering ivory fortress that the Archduke and his family once ruled their proud nation. A well-armed Samberqual garrison has been stationed here since 860. Oh, so it is now that castle is now a garrison for the Sunbrick, for the Holy Empire, basically. Okay. When the duchy was annexed by the Empire, followed by the tragedy at Phoenix Gate and the subsequent invasion of the Iron Crusade. Okay. The Apodittery. That's where we found our little icon power up. That's where we found Devil Trigger. A place of worship located in the depths of Phoenix Gate, an ancient stronghold on the northwestern border of the former Duchy of Rosaria. A large mural dominates its sacred chamber, where the rite of ancestral communion, a ceremony carried out by the duchy's dominant prior to marching into the battlefield, was once performed. Huh, okay. I mean, we knew most of that. The Vice Regency. After incorporation of Rosaria into the Empire, Emperor Sylvester elected not to rule the new province directly, but to make a vice-regency in Rosalith as its provincial capital. Okay, got it. We're city-stating it up. Dhalmekian Republic, a nation formed from a federation of 5 smaller states. It is located in the southern half of the continent of Storm and has its capital in Randella. Also home of the Mother Crystal known as Drake's Fang, inside which stands Castle Dasbog, home of Hugo Kupka, Dominant of Titan and Warden of Earth. Makes sense. Castle Dasbog. A castle built with the dome-like mountain that contains Drake's Fang. Oh, okay. So Crystal is in the mountain. Okay. It is the primary residence of Hugo Kupka, Dominant of Titan, and is lavishly appointed to suit his extravagant tastes. Oh yeah, bougie bitch. I think that's everything. Any new updates here? Oh yeah, we got these echoes, these cool little enemy dudes. Strange clockwork constructions, often encountered in the fallen ruins. The question of whether or not they are truly alive is open to debate, as they do not appear to require water, nor do they feed on the flesh of their victims as beasts do, and seemingly exist solely to protect the habitat from intruders. All echoes are encased in protective plating that is made from the same material as the ruins, thus cannot be destroyed. Though repeated blows will cause individual plates to dislodge, eventually causing the entire construct to collapse on itself. Ah, I see. Ultima's thralls, twisted. The name Ultima popping up is also a little like, uh-oh, wait a minute. Twisted, glowing blue creatures that await Clive and Jill in Phoenix Gate to try and prevent them from gaining the innermost recesses of the apoditory. Or the apoditory? You know what I wish there was an ability to, like, click on something and then hit, like, the X or Y button to, like, have them pronounce it. That would be very helpful. Bombs, floating masses of self-contained flame found across both Storm and Ash. These creatures lack the flesh from which they associate with typical fauna, leading scholars of the natural world to posit that they are not descended of any beast, but rather ungodly creations of the fallen. By suppressing their internal furnaces, bombs can allow their body to cool and harden, until appearing not more than simple stones unworthy of remark. It is in the form that they hunt their prey, waiting until the unfortunate soul has stumbled upon their place of rest, before rising from the ground to spew forth fiery gouts of death. Oddly, should the prey fight back, the bomb will not flee, but rather combust spontaneously, sacrificing its own life to save the flock. Oh, it's an Eggy. Oh, that's cool. Iron Giants, oversized suits of armor animated by lost fallen magics. Deceptively swift despite their size, they wield both sword and shield skillfully and effectively, while the otherworldly plate which surrounds their vulnerable cores provide them with a nigh impenetrable defense. They're really fucking cool. And that's everything.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Alright. Hopefully that catches us up a bit.
I don't know. You could rinse and chop these greens for the stew, I suppose.
Cute.
Clive, was it?
Alright, let's go talk to Sid. Sid, shit's happening, man.
Just taking a quick breather, ain't I?
Also, who got, anybody got quests? Nobody got quests? That's cool. Jill?
We can keep running. Or we can walk through this door.
I mean, yeah, that was the goal.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
It is.
Tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this
Yep.
gift,
Mm?
curse,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant.
He is a dominant.
And there is nothing I can do to change that.
Mm-hmm.
It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance.
That's a good line.
Path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms?
Oh.
13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most marched blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice.
Proof.
And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
Oh shit.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
Lots of trouble.
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
Oh. Oh. The Vice Reign herself. Good old mommy dearest. Earlier. Oriflamme, Holy Empire of Sandbrick. This is their capital, right? Council of Elders.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, we would be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
Oh, yeah.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
True. Hold on, is this the king?
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
Oh, so we're conquesting.
Crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we have sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Fucking, what an asshole.
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sandbreck is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
It sounds like he's asking for a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion.
Oof.
This is the will of Great Grieger.
The face palm.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry. But how much will that
Oof.
cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs? Well, someone will have to contend with the Daleks.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do.
Man, he really said conquest.
Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Orther. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, we're doing war. This is when you're playing like a 4X game with your friends, and then one of your friends realizes that they don't have resources in their surrounding area, and rather than trade for it, they're just like, I'm just gonna go commit war with my neighbors, and their neighbor is you, and you're like, ah, I see. Whoops. Where is the blight coming from in the north, though? That's what I kind of want to know.
You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying?
Oh?
Are you mad?
I've been called that on occasion, but no, not today.
Was I right?
We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows.
Huh.
Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all gone? I spent years searching for an answer until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals, we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mined from the mother crystals.
They're one.
Hey, Gav.
Although admittedly, this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We're told that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
True.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups, the gods themselves.
So now you want to do something about the crystals?
Also, who's Grigor?
What? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we
True.
want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
War, baby.
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
Yeah, stab that crystal.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
Yeah, why'd you show up for like 2 seconds, man? Huh. Feels good to know I was right about the mother crystal thing.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Yeah, man. I see a quest over there, though.
I'll give you two a moment to sort out your kit. It's a long walk to Oriflamme. I wouldn't want you keeling over on the way.
True.
If everything we were taught about the mother crystals was a lie, then what else might we have been deceived about?
True. Speak with Karen. I mean, I will, but like, let me take these quests real quick.
He's never this late. Where are you, Randall?
Randall.
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. You know what it's like out there for a bear on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers are bottomless. Wait,
Fair.
you were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
I was.
Then I ask a favour of you. I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
No. I'll do what I
I'll do
can.
what I can.
Oh, thank you.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lostwing. He's
Good to
been
know.
working for Quinton, the tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you again.
I heard Otto
Oh, okay. Now, Glenn.
Lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
Oh.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then
You know
what am I
what?
good for?
Yeah.
Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herds for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost, it was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Oh.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No, I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
I mean,
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my
Okay.
pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
If it's there, I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I'm sure he doesn't. The letter won't last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
Wanted to send a message.
Alright, let's talk to our blacksmith over here.
Make it quick. What's that for you, dude?
You got new stuff? Oh! Better sword.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, that's not as good. Neither are these things.
Anything else?
Oh, what a cool looking sword, though. Alright. Let's take a look. Let's go travel down to Orbital Downs. Oh. Man, I am tired, guys. Ooh. Game, please. Game, please load. Pretty please load. Little by little load, maybe. Tiny little bit load. Ooh. It's thinking. It's thinking. It's thonking. All right, please. It's only alarming when it doesn't show like any kind of like loading information. That's the only time when like I get worried. All right. Did we get any new abilities? Excuse me. Do we have enough for any new abilities, I should say? Oh yeah, there was summon swords. And cooler stinger. Give me that one. And then we'll get ignition afterwards. Alright, the other thing we need to change is I want my counters back. Because that would be really useful. That. We have not upgraded anything for Garuda yet. We are sitting on a ton of Ifrit skills with nothing for Garuda. Increase aerial combo damage. I don't think we have anything left for cooldowns either. You know what? All in all, not bad.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open.
Not gonna lie, that does make him the worst courier.
Good. Looks like I'm in the right area.
Oh no, game. Oh no.
More of the lost supplies.
Damn, dude took the tumble of a lifetime. Jesus. These things were really scattered.
Much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. We've come this far. Might as well ask around.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. And I suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do.
If you do.
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
No, not the dog.
Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village, then. Thank you.
Not the dog stealing mail.
It's looking to be a fine harvest this year.
This place has such a cool design, though. Oh, just like how they built their settlement around this, like, ancient ruins.
Back are you? Did Master Quentin summon you? The shad's all salted and smoked. But it'll be an age before the stink's gone from my skirts.
Dog. Dog, I'll fight you for this letter.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy. Someone's waiting for this. He's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our courier out of trouble.
A whole day on the line and they're still not dry.
Alright, and then the other thing was looking for this missing person. They should be over here somewhere in this winery. I probably have to take the ladder down. If I remember how to even get down here. But you can go up? Oh shit, I didn't even know this was here. Hold on, what secrets do you hold in here? I knew it. Also, shouts to games that let you just jump off for traversal reasons. Like, where appropriate when climbing and stuff like that, letting me just jump off ledges. I do appreciate that. Oh, what do you have?
What can I interest you in today?
You got any new music? Nope. Just the one for fucking 40,000. Gradually fills limit break gauge for 30 seconds. Oh.
You're always welcome here in
Sun's
Oswin.
setting fast. They'll all be back from the vineyard soon.
Then I better go and give that steward.
Blair.
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege.
It is.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall.
Randall.
I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him.
Uh-oh.
Be sure to let me know, Clive.
Can I have another cup, Daddy?
There'll be none left for me.
Wait. South of here. Oh, yeah, there is that. That whole passageway through Cutter's Passage. I was like, video game, where are you trying to send me right now?
I heard from a couple of the bearers what you did to them royalists over at the care. Glad you're on our side.
Okay. Let's see. Where, oh where is this guy at? Well, not dead.
You all right?
The hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road.
Beastmen?
Knew you played a hero. The sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened.
Uh-oh. Might have spoke too soon. Ooh. Dude might be dead. Game, please.
Goblins. Why am I not surprised?
Game, you can't. It is having a rough time today. Game, please. The video game, please. Hard drive, please. I don't know what's going on. It's been having issues running a lot of games just from Steam. And honestly, guys, I don't know what it is. My tech problems are going through the wind, like through the roof lately. Ugh, no. Oh. Video game, please. Let me just do a quick task manager. Well, it didn't crash, but it is it is definitely chugging. Oh, now it might have crashed. Uh-oh. Wait. Nope, it loaded in for 2 seconds suddenly. Oh my god.
It's over.
Okay, other than taking forever. Oh, wait, I have these new fucking skills that I should be using.
Give me fire. Not this time.
I also need to remember to swap to use my counter.
Not this time.
Oh.
There, boy.
Hold on, the combination of these two, though, build up a lot of, like, gauge.
Not this time. Too slow. Not this time.
Please magic burst. Please magic burst. Oh, yeah, I don't think we've had this many technical difficulties in a playthrough since maybe 15? Like FF15 had a couple where it would just hiccup or crash. Oh no. Oh, that guy's hella dead. Oh no, not Randall.
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside.
Hmm.
I'll speak to Quentin.
Hmm. Well, let's go. I like how items seem to respawn, though, at least. Video game. Come on, man. Yeah, it's a rough day. Like, it's more than, it's passing that threshold for me of like, okay, hold on. What is actually happening here? Do I need to lower certain settings? Pause the game. Game. Just pause the game. Chill. Stop it. Oh. Frustrating. So fucking frustrating. Alright, hold on. On the fly, what if we just set it to... First of all, automatic preset. See if that does anything. See if that helps at all. VSync, borderless, everything seems fine. Yeah, we might need to bump it to like medium or something. Is he even going presets? We'll let it rock on presets and see how it handles. Oop, nope. Not as smooth as I would like it. Rather just take the fucking graphical hit. Just to run a little smoother, because holy shit.
Sun's setting fast. They'll all be back from the vineyard soon.
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone.
Mm.
Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the south gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away.
Mm,
I
unfortunate.
knew he was brave. No, I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
Had you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work. And he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either.
True.
For your trouble.
I do like that we at least get like ability points for doing quests and stuff like that. I think that's really, really handy. Local map. I can take a look at these areas. Nothing, huh? Okay. That is fair. Oh. Hopefully it gets a little better. Or hopefully this lets it run a little better. Because now it has me worried about the future of this playthrough. Maybe I should just put it on the back burner for a bit. Well, we'll see. We'll let it rock for a little while, but we'll see.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Maybe I should just own up. There you are. I just got back
Here
to
we
the
are.
highway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
Here.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me then. And all thanks to you. Losing those supplies is one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
Mm-hmm.
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid sane while she's away.
He never mentioned a daughter.
Oh, he's a busy man. And thanks
I
to
mean,
you,
yeah.
wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin bolts. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
I mean, I hope so. Okay, side quest done. Go talk to Karen. Goots!
You're all right. I thought you might be. Ah.
Oh, Goots.
So what god's-forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot having? On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Look here. Oh.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
There's one for each of them. That's actually really good to know. Flip side.
You'll not find a better price than
I feel
that.
like I need
Better I'll be here.
each
Rubbing
one
me
of these.
blind, you know. You'll not find a better
Now
price
that I
than
know that there's like a transmog system, like, oh, yeah. I want it.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, summat foul's brewing, and it ain't Tyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
Otto, what up? You didn't have a side quest for me?
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work
Thank
to our
God's.
advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
Yes.
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send a Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but who is this dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute. The Vale.
Good name.
She's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman. Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Oh. Alliant reports unlocked. What is this? New system? Alliant reports. Alliant reports are now available for viewing by speaking to Gout at the Alliant report counter in the highway mess. These reports compiled by the Curse Breakers contain information on quests currently available across Philistia. Oh, we have side quest stuff.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service. Well, at the hideaway service anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the Curse Breakers. Or any other willing volunteers.
Okay.
And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Well, maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word.
That's cute.
Reckon you could
His
probably
little
tick off
snort.
the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all. Anything catch your eye?
Use goats, Alliant reports to not only find new quests around Ballistia, but also travel immediately to the obelisk waypoint nearest to their location. Oh. And you can swap between them. Welcoming committee. And then while the cat's away, okay, so we have 2 in Lost Wing. There's 1 in Rosaria.
Always something in there.
Neat. That's neat. That's a cool system. I like that. Oh, what is this song we unlocked as well? Okay.
To our friends.
Clive, was it?
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Gav.
Happy.
Well, 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 someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Jeez.
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the 3 of us, then.
I like their little relationship,
They said
though.
he's the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
Jeez. I do love their complementary designs, though. Alright. I saw side quests, so we're doing side quests. Okay. Good old Martha's Rest. Also, medium doesn't look too bad. Still having a little bit of loading issues and stuff, but otherwise, like, it doesn't look horrible. Only I could make it load a little faster. It's eating up my RAM after looking at the processing of it. It is doing its best. All right, video game, please. Oh, oh man. Oh, this is a rough one. Please. Game, please. I would just like you to load a little bit. Preferably a lot of it sooner rather than later. Oh. Trying. Going. It's going. The computer is going. Also debating if the next like system I end up getting ends up being like an AMD system instead. Oh, just fucking frustrating. Please. Like it wasn't even this bad. Like last week, streaming it was nowhere near this bad. Some reason today it's just shitting the bed. Like it's really fucking bad. Man. I'll control delete again. Let me see what's going on. Figure it out. Why is it doing the things it's doing? Okay, there we go. Geez, that was one thing that was killing it for some reason. Was the amount of RAM that was trying to be used by just fucking using with Discord open.
It's true.
Oh, shit. Like, just giving it a little bit of breathing room. Holy shit. Alright. Where is this quest at? Oh, sorry if I'm a little irritated today, guys.
We could make a fortune.
It's just like, hitting stuff like this is really frustrating.
It's done for.
And I don't know if I can, like, verbalize it well enough.
I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg you.
But like when something's working one week and then you stream the next week and it just isn't working as well.
When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but oh, please help them.
Bandits.
All right. I'll see to your problem.
Thank you.
How many were there?
I was out of the door too fast to count. They looked a nasty bunch, though. Be careful in there, all right?
Bandits. Please.
Ha! Golden Stable's my ass. All Martha's hiding back here is coppers.
Oh?
Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it?
This is the most frustrating part of like.
I want that blade.
Of like, God. You were not doing this earlier.
Stay down. Sick of trouble.
Why, right? Cool. Let me get past the spoil screen, please.
I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
There he is, the hero of the Golden Stables.
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe. If it weren't for the Blood Axes and me, merchants won't come near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Right, we've got work to do for to make this place presentable. You best be going, before I arm you with a mop.
Thank you for the ability points.
There he is. The man of the hour. You're the one who saw off the bandits, aren't you? Martha was singing your praises. Takes a brave man to march into danger out of the goodness of his heart. You have my respect.
A Rosarian salute.
Oh, what is it they say? Old habits die hard.
I trust you won't be reporting me to the Viceroy. If we'd had a few more like you about, perhaps the Rosfields might still... Listen to me rambling on. Thank you again, and, take care of yourself.
Fair. Doesn't seem like we've got anything else. Let me go and talk to this shop right here. What do you have?
What are you after?
New songs? Oh.
There you go.
Oh wait, we have valuables. Yay. More songs. Give me this one.
Much obliged. That all, is it?
Make sure you're aiming that at the fish there, son. Keep them nice.
Okay. The other one was in... Let's see. The Lost Wing. Things load a little faster. Just a little bit video game. That's all I'm asking. Where Steam stopped being fucky wucky. The other thing is, like, can't stress enough. It not giving me the standard loading screen. I'm just looking at a black screen. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if it's loading or not. There's no animation or anything. There we go. Like, it scares me. Anytime it happens, it scares me a little bit.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. But will I find Sid and Jill before this Dane finds me?
Oh?
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
I can try.
Oh, fuck it. Peacekeeping?
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
Welcoming committee. Well, they're right here.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
That's really sad. Ugh.
That'll be enough for today.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing off to the vineyard to see? Sun's setting fast. They'll all be back from the vineyard soon.
Oh, the other side.
Can I have another?
Himmler.
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
Oh.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
I mean, yeah, that's how it
Of
works.
course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Bread and wine.
Right in the
Hopefully
pocket.
this'll be enough.
Shove this bread and wine right in the pocket.
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Yeah. Bread and wine from the tavern.
Here.
May we? Truly?
Oh, no fancy food tech.
Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
That's really sweet. Also, I definitely forgot that there was a whole journal section here. Okay. I would like to reduce the cooldown of heat wave, please. That sounds like a good thing to do. Oh, it completely used the other sword. I see. Okay. Have enough for ignition, level 2. Okay, we'll level up these 3. Then finishing leveling up Heat Wave and Rook's Gambit. Go from there.
What happens to us now?
And then we have another quest over here.
Back, are ya? Did Master Quentin say ya?
Just north. It should be east of here. This way.
The shad's all salted and smoked. It'll be an age before the stink's gone.
A whole day on the line and they're still not dry.
Up and then right. There we go.
Master Quentin.
I'm Lara.
I want no trouble. Wait, that's... Oh, glory to Grieger. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of Master Quentin's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lostwing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
Oh.
And you need someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean for that matter. I suppose the smell's got them worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quentin will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need? Please, rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
All right. I'll see to it.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
We do need those grapes.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing up to the vineyard to see the lad?
Don't tell me. Turnings for some.
Okay. Go kill some wasps. I mean, it makes sense that, like, yeah, this is their main, like, import and export. They would want to keep this protected.
That must be the vineyard. A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble.
Please.
It's over. Stay down. It's over. That's enough.
Hmm?
Not this time.
If that's what you want.
I have no clue who I killed right there. Also, I need to call Torgal more.
Looks like that was the last of them. I better let Quentin's man know.
We should. So
It's going to be a fine harvest this year.
In case you were wondering, the boys finally cleared the road to Northreach. But there's no need to hurry, is there? I can think of a few reasons you might want to linger another night or two.
Oh.
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Ma'am. Okay. People are so thirsty for Clive in this fucking game. Like, in universe, people are just so thirsty for Clive.
Those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. Master Quinton would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward.
Here.
Our Gotand Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quinton's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, he certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honor.
Game, please focus the camera correctly. Hold on, you know what I realized? I turned on that fucking... Yeah, motion blur, blow, blah, yeah. Never mind. Ambient occlusion is off. All right. That shit just gets me irritated.
Is it safe to ride to Northreach now?
Wait.
Sick of Torgal.
Okay. Wait, have we gone this route before? Oh, it's completely new. Oh, this is the other half of the area we didn't explore. I see.
Get him, boy! Sick of Torgal!
Wait, why not have Jill in the party with me? Oh no, it's just us. What do you know? here first? Oops. This skill seems really fucking good though. Okay. That dude is a I didn't even know I could sort these in here. Excuse me. Increases burning blade damage 7%. Like the guard break? Okay. Alright, the one we're not using the most is Heat Wave, which if that's the case, I'm just gonna swap it to Ignition. Because that way we get something that'll give us our big damage as well. Chocobo. Love how I saw a chocobo and immediately my mood. No, they're not chocobos. Dinosaurs. This goes here. Okay, I see. Also, I wish there was kind of a compass on screen so I had a better kind of idea of where I was. Also, I should probably just use this shit. Oh yeah, forgot that if they're just a big normal enemy, the effect that I get. What's this? Oh, there are even more nooks and crannies that we need to fill out on the map. I see. That's kind of cool. Open, please. For a sec there, I thought that was an enemy, and I'm like, log on. Wow, ran into spiders. Also like how everything just kind of flies at you after a bit. Over here? Ooh. It also seems that like anytime there's a large enemy with an actual stamina bar, there seems to be always like treasure and stuff in it. Also, that kid does a parry? What? See your experience of one moment. Yeah. Got a little well, sad Titan moment. As well as, oh, gotta kill the mother crystal. Now we're on our way to go meet the Dame. Neat. I got to a part that really hit me hard. You're going too soon. Hit hard because relating to it in real life is such a fucking vibe. Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of this game, as well as a lot of like good storytelling, you know what I mean? Like, if a story is good, it'll be impactful regardless of like skill level, you know what I mean? Like, it's very obvious when someone tells a genuine story that can impact the players or readers involved in it, you know what I mean? And like, I feel like a lot of the things that are like testament to this game are just how sincere and well handled a lot of the core subject matter is being handled in the game. I appreciate that a lot. It was a side quest. Yeah, that's the other thing, because I also heard that opinion, Devoir, and like the side quests in this game, I don't think they're doing anything in particular that's like spectacular, but they're saying a lot of things that are very big. Also, man, technical difficulties this stream are through the fucking roof. At least it isn't dropping out like we were having a couple weeks ago, but like I'm feeling it. I apologize to people watching if I'm not as energetic or verbose as I normally am. Wait, I've been to this section before already. Oh, I'm on the other. Okay, never mind. I didn't see how the map connected. I get it now. I get where I am. This was the other bridge I couldn't get to before. I see. But yeah, no, like, we just did a side quest about like just fucking bearers being thankful to have be in a town where they can like ask for food, you know what I mean? And like, that's okay that they can just do that. And like, that's really kind of powerful in some ways, because damn, people don't have that opportunity in life, and you know what, that's horrible. Flip side, combat's good when it's not, you know, chugging away. So much damage.
Keep your distance, boy. You know what to do, boy. It's over.
We're going to that fort over there. Yeah, this was the area with all the fucking wind elementals. Also, I hope to God this game has a hunt board. If there was any FF game that needed it, it's this one.
Over here. Get him, boy. Don't let them get away. Stay down.
And this was where we left to go fight Garuda, if I remember right. Yeah, because we left this area, went to go fight Garuda. Okay, yeah, I remember. I know where we're at now. I think I remember where we're at now, anyways. Yeah, it was this area. And then Garuda was out that way. Okay. Alright, I get it. Yeah, because we left here, went up here. She turned into a big cyclone, went over there. Okay. So now we're just finally inside the gated area. Alright. Also, how many ability points do we have right now? Ugh. Game, computer, please. Computer, please. 578. To be fair, we could max out some of these other abilities. I would personally like to maybe upgrade Gouge. Because I feel like it drains so much of their meter. I kind of feel like it's hard not to put it there. Let me level up Gouge. That seems worth it. Same thing with Wicked Wheel. Wicked Wheel, like, the default abilities aren't horrible. It's just that, like, some of these are really fucking good. My thing is, we haven't gotten a, like, this is the thing that will do a fuck ton of damage. Other than maybe, like, this aerial blast. I might need to pick that up as my replacement to Gouge. Just so I can throw this shit out there and let it break guards.
There.
Also, I'm sorry, Antelope.
Northreach.
You know the rules, Antelope. If I see you, I'm gonna stinger you.
Speak of it. And that was north of the checkpoint. Dame has friends in the south.
But the Dame does have friends in the south. A vulture.
It's over.
You know what I should do? Is do the 1, 2, 3 aerial rave. Also, can I just say I love how the wild chocobos aren't yellow, they're brown. It's just a very natural, like, earthy color.
You know what to do, boy. Keep your distance, boy.
Also, just the mental image of Clive, like, Breath of the Wilding his way across this area. Like, oh, he can just, you know, like just punching everything he sees. I love that skill. Basically just summon swords? Fucking yes, I want that in every game. It didn't deserve all that, but but that's what it got. Jeez. Burning blade parry? Oh no. Oh, big damage. I need to use Burning Blade and Charge Blast more though. Those are definitely my two skills of like, yeah, I should use. All right, Antelope, I won't do it this time. I won't do it this time just because I'm scraping the area. I need to scrape this north wall now. The only other thing is I just wish that there was some accelerated form of travel. Not fast travel, just a faster on foot travel. I don't know, maybe like a chocobo or something. Also, it's not like we've unlocked anything like that yet. Oh my god. One, two, three. No. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, I like it. Oh, what am I fighting? Oh, never mind. Decide to fuck off. Huh. A Dargan.
This one easy.
I need to work on my precision dodges as well. Right. Let's see here. If I were treasure chest, where would I be? Because you don't put one of those in the middle of nowhere. Expect me not to look for a little treasure chest somewhere. Oh well. Flip side, can you imagine like just giant beasts like that hanging out outside of like your local Walmart? Outside, like within your city area, your city limits? Big chimkins? Oh. Game, please. It's trying today. Today is the day where it's doing its attempt at doing its job.
How much for this one?
A little marketplace here. He did not answer her question at all.
You there?
With the right to confiscate any objects from the throne.
Hmm.
Are you gonna buy something or not?
Merchant? Hello, Hemler. What do you have available? Jeez.
Do you see anything you like?
No, actually, I don't. more songs I need to go find and collect eventually. Video
I'll
game.
be here if you need me.
Video game, please. I think I've already dropped the frame rate. I'm not the frame rate, but the but what its quality. Please. Just give me a stable frame rate. God.
A moment, my lady.
Oh,
A
a lady.
I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
Oh?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele.
The dame.
You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
Oh.
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested.
Unmolested.
Unless.
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely.
Jeez, lady.
But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Clive, I have the same question, man. Like, oh. Okay.
You say these are all from Dalmekia?
I could have swore I saw a icon over here. I was say, like, I know I saw like a little pickup icon. Here? Anything? No. Okay. Townspeople?
Have you no other bearers? Those two look rather...
Oh, that's what this is.
Used, yes, but spent hardly. They've both at least a good year left in them.
Eee.
Each one is
Yeah,
You
yeah.
want something, you come back with your master. I won't sell to some stray branded.
Oof.
Welcome, good... Bugger off, Branded. Can't you see I'm with a customer?
Fresh fish, all from the Sea of Grace.
Not great.
Keep your hands to yourself. No one will buy anything that's been soured by a Branded's touch.
Wow, rude.
We've the right to confiscate any objects forbidden by the throne.
A big rude.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Ooh.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
Wow, rude. Super rude.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement.
I
As
see.
do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
A veil.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
You don't. Clive, we're not in a position of asking for things.
The day done then. Drinks and the veil.
How about the
What are we dealing with here? I see. Okay, please. A house of report.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Yeah.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
She reminds me of somebody. Donna from FF10? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Oh.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatiana has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this. Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Oh, the name.
I should probably start here.
If the dame has given you her trust, then you have ours as well. No, you are always welcome here at the Vale.
I'm just imagining Clive with just a bunch of like flair on his fucking like lapels and stuff like that. Oh?
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears.
Mm-hmm.
She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame.
Ah.
It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
I
So
see.
she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
Good old investigator Clive over here. Also, I see a side
Excuse
quest.
me, you there? The gentleman with the sword?
His eye, gentleman with sword.
I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dame's? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances.
Oh?
I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would
Fair.
you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
Sure.
Why not?
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total. A grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Hmm?
Why, of course not. Merely trifles which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on. And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly advise.
Well, if you put it like that. Why wouldn't I look? Every Johnson jostle of this unexceptional leather sack is accompanied by an eerily melodic tinkling that is likely best ignored. Oh. You smuggling crystals here?
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late.
Here. What do we got?
However do they get that color?
Oh,
There's nothing
game,
here
please.
for your kind, Branded. Go on now. Shoot.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Here. Oh, I'm curious about what's in it.
Why didn't
once you say so. Times are hard, but this here'll make 'em less so. For a while, at least. Sorry about the welcome. I meant nothing by it. You wait right here.
Are we dealing drugs?
You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word.
Are we dealing drugs?
Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
Like, wait.
Organ beards from the west, savories from...
I have no business with Branded.
Well, I have business with you. A package, fresh from the master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone. This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false...
I can always take it back.
You will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains.
Rude.
Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
Cigars.
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
I'm really leaning that we might be selling drugs.
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind.
Stop,
Do you have
lady.
the coin or not? Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice.
Etienne, what do you do?
That is no burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best. Specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right? If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course. Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes.
Yeah, we got some bougie stuff.
How can they afford to maintain them?
Yeah.
I suppose there's only one way to find out.
Yeah. Suspicious. Conspicuous.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
Ah, you have returned.
I have.
I believe these are yours.
Huh. Really fancy stuff, sir.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
Yeah.
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide.
You know what?
And
Yeah,
if
that
you
makes
don't
sense.
know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. and I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
Fair. So there's a crystal shortage everywhere else.
The markets are a veritable middle.
Oh, holy shit, we're like here. Oh. I didn't realize that the gate to the main city was like, oh, we're here. We're within range.
Well, you'd best be back to the Vale before the sun sets. Once the men of the garrison have filled their bellies with liquid courage, a brooch won't stay their tempers.
Fortunate to hear, ma'am. Ah, quest marker.
Sergeant's got it in for us to. Where's your commanding officer branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Oh my God,
Well,
no.
you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The Dane laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
Oh no.
I dare say there's
Don't do
ways
it.
of finding out. How about
Don't do it.
Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are, Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
Fine.
Fine.
Yeah.
If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight.
I'm going to beat their asses. Get me in here.
Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you. Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon.
Game, please. These are the moments where I don't need you pausing.
Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? So it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we?
Bearer. Jesus.
How the bearer? Win the Dane's favour anyway.
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
It's only got potential. I'll give you that.
Not gonna lie, that's a good feeling one. Not gonna lie, that's a good feeling side quest. Beat the shit out these guards.
Can I go now?
Gregor's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah,
After
jobbers.
the bullocking he gave us for missing drills, might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have
Jobbers.
to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
No. Oh, I'm not hyping you up. Get good. Get good. Beat my ass.
Thrashed by a branded. The sergeant made this.
Ooh, another
The
one.
bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then.
Hello.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you.
Yeah?
Can I trust you to be discreet?
Yeah.
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors.
Yeah?
As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve.
Are we feeding?
Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance. But to revel in the suffering of others, a simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now.
That's cute.
What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed, not permitted a moment's rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes.
Fair.
And for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the Dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I am expected back in the capital, and have already risked much speaking with you this long.
Okay.
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
Yeah. Oh, rough.
I have something for you.
Here. Food.
From the Chamberlain. Thank you. You need to leave. Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames! And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
Also, she's already petrifying. Oh, that's rough, dude. I think that's the first person we've seen out and about. It just like has the petrification like effects like out there where you can just see that shit.
Heard the bones funds fell favourable.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time. You look like you need a rest.
Fucking rough, dude.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I don't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
Fair.
That's something at least.
Alright. How's this dude doing over here?
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
What the fuck?
Here. It looks like you need it.
The Chamberlain must have sent you, but alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me.
You need to rest.
But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend.
And what of your own hurts?
They'll wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though.
Yeah.
A drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
That one doesn't feel great.
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble.
Yeah.
Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
That's fucking rough. At least people are out there doing something, you know what I mean? But that last one. Ouch. Also, I don't think I missed anything else. Seem like it. Game, come
So
on.
you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy.
You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the Dane was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
I hope so. That's the goal, man.
Garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
At Torgal stream.
That'll feel good, boy.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late.
Oh, okay. Where, oh where, Tatienne go? Is she still alive? Because boy, I hope she is.
Heard the bones fell favourably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Ah.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Also, what is this? I saw this earlier and I didn't get to read it. Daily regimen, roll call, morning prayer, rounds, the striking dummies, midday rations, the butts, 10 quivers, armored sparring, kit maintenance, groundskeeping, roll call. Yeah, that sounds like armed forces life. Oh, it's Torgal. Like, what did I just see? Ma'am, I'm here to report.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
True.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor, more than one in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Good old Bertrand. Alright. Off to Moor it is. Or is it? Oh shit, it's way out there.
Did one of them get on this side?
Another one of the dame's pets.
Oof. Themes of this story bleed strong. Oh. I'll go.
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
Game, come on, man. Video game, please.
Stay down!
You know what to do, boy.
A chocobo.
Excellent.
This is an ominous drone of a sound.
Let's make this quick.
More doggos out here in the wild. Targeting the wrong one. Me, thank you. Alright, what's happening in more? I'm gonna see all the stuck-up people here.
More are as intolerant as Isabel says. It's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
Have you seen my Chloe? I let her out of her pen while I did my chores, but she hasn't come back yet.
Oh?
I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her?
Got a
I
chocobo.
can't promise I'll find her, but I'll try. Describe her to me.
She's beautiful, white
Oh
hair.
no.
She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind.
Oh
She likes
no.
raking in the wheat. I know the fields are big, but she's never got lost before. Oh, she must be starving too. She hasn't eaten anything since yesterday. It is my job to feed her.
In that case, let's not keep her waiting.
Not a chocobo, is it? It's not a chocobo, is it?
That's a lot of field to search. Little luck, someone might have seen her.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Worry. Worry.
You work these fields? I need to ask you something.
A branded. And an outsider at that, judging by the lack of manners.
Oh
Why should I
no.
help you, eh? You tell me that.
It's a
'Cause
branded,
girl from
isn't
the
it?
village asked me to find her pet, Chloe. Have you seen her?
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lisette's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
The windmill.
Off with you now. I won't have idle branded underfoot.
Chloe?
Dog?
More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl? Is that someone napping on the job? I hope they don't mind the interruption.
Boy.
The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me? Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favorite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything? Do you really not care that she's dead?
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
So tell her ass, Clive.
Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
Educate that child, Clive. Fuck. Fuck. Yay, magic dash and 100 ability points. Oh, that's heavy. When the problems are systematic, sometimes you need to burn the whole system.
I'm so sorry, Chloe.
Oh. CS3, it was a smart thing to place that child right on the outskirts of the main road. So you will probably do that side quest first.
Another branded drop in the field yesterday.
How do they expect us to finish
That's
the
hella
ones
smart
the capital centre
to
have
set the
already
tone. Oh my god. What a quest. The balls. Okay. Okay, that one, that's a quest that had the gall to do what it set out for.
Branded until the new moon. You don't
Fuck.
think he's a deserter, do you?
Like, oh. It's the as she's talking heartbeat playing of like the blood boiling and just the like disgust you can tell, like that it's portraying the character going through kind of thing. But also, yeah, like they're talking to a child. It's not like they intentionally chose to be brought up the way they're being brought up. They're just learning from the people in the world around them. And like, fuck, man.
You good for nothing sluggard.
Let's see all this place.
If even a grain is missing.
Oh man, I think people forget about how the corruption parents give children who don't know any better, especially in those cases. A lot of it really does boil down to like just lack of education, a lack of, you know, teaching and reciprocating like empathy. You know what I mean? I think some places, some environments create. You know what I mean? Like, I'll never say that it's
Oi,
one
don't
city
touch
or
anything.
town or anything that's like the case. People will always be, and I firmly believe this, like people always are the thing that makes the problems for people. If that makes sense, it's a very convoluted way to put it, but like we make our own problems as a society. You know what I mean? And like, fuck, man. Like it just, wow. Like there's a lot you could say about like this game and the subject matter and how they're handling it. Also, I've seen another side quest. Let me just peruse the side quest real quick. Also, this place seems evil as shit just because I walk out here and there's just droning happening.
You, branded, here now.
Come on, don't you talk to me like that, dipshit.
You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my boy. Well, don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him.
Oh boy, where's this gonna go?
Where is he?
My,
That might be my
I
favorite
see
side
they've
quest
sent
in the
me a
game. That one's
branded
really
with a
good.
Spine for a change. He's over that way, towards the coast. Go and see that you kill the beast.
Oh boy. I really wish this game's discussions were more about what it presents rather than an accurate enough representation of Final Fantasy.
For
Yeah,
someone whose son's in mortal danger, he didn't seem all that worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
like it seems like I'm really waiting to give like a final say about a lot of this until we beat the game, but like
If I can help it.
boy.
Stay back. I'll deal with this.
Game, please. Game, please.
It's over. Get him.
I was saying, like, is this dog even attacking? Enemy slain. Okay, didn't give us very much. So, what are we dealing with here?
No! You had
supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame. Someone needs to put an end to this before it happens again.
Fuck, man. Fuck. I also... You know what I also realize is that the information that's being delivered is some of the heaviest, like, tone-setting information you can receive, but being delivered by a child, which means, like, you're not gonna sit here and obliterate a child, you know what I mean? No reasonable person is going to, like, fucking murder a child. It's just a, like, man.
You, Brandy, come here this instant.
This motherfucker.
How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet and then have the gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless kind. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Nor am I. You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you, he talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
You're
Horrible.
not the Branded I bought, are you? How dare you deceive me? Well, the sins of the slave are the sins of the master. Go, summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
That unlucky wretch would be the dame. I can summon her if you like. Though I doubt she would welcome the interruption.
You serve the dame.
Hmm.
Why would a woman of her caliber...
You look afraid. Well, how do you think those bearers in the field felt? Can you imagine their fear? Their pain? From the look of you, I'd say you're starting to get an idea of the first. Now, if you need help with the second...
Father, he's scaring me.
You think to threaten us, Branded? The dame's pet or no, I will not abide such insolence.
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this Branded's head clean off his shoulders.
Oh.
I'm wasting my time. But I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial.
Yeah?
That much I can do at least. How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
Oof. Jeez. They look young, too.
More victims of the nobles' games. You must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The Dame. I'm in her service, like yourself. Never gets any easier, burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Since you're here, can you give me a hand?
Gladly. Let's put them to rest.
their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them.
Yeah?
Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another.
Yeah, that's
Still,
slavery and racism for you.
such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Oh shit.
Is this your doing?
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, he's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers.
Fair.
Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder? The realm's nest two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here. For their help.
Fair.
You don't have to.
Take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again. Till then.
Oh. Oof. The fact that these quests are back to back is crazy. I mean, they picked two hell of a tone setter side quests. You know what? Torgal, where are you? Torgal, I need that pet right now. Oh, shit. Guys, I don't want to say the obvious. I don't want to say the obvious, but like, treat people like people, man. And like, yo, snip racism and and that kind of shit like in the bud. Like, oh, fuck, man. Like, yeah, no. If someone never devalues another person to that level, like, yeah, no. They aren't a person you should be associating or giving the time of day to, you know what I mean? Also, what is this building up here?
Imperial Watchtower. Should be well stocked.
You. Aw. Hey, please.
You're not one of us.
What is this? New belt. Ooh, better defense. Okay, cool. It doesn't apply cosmetically. That was one of those things I was wondering as I was playing the game. Was like, do any of these equipments actually display themselves cosmetically? No. Still think about Martha, the inn owner in this, and how accurate on she was about how accurate on what she was doing, the IRL stuff. Yeah, yeah, in some places you could die for trying to help somebody out of that situation. So like, I get in some countries or in some environments where like, yeah, what are you gonna do in that situation? Especially when it is like a systematic thing like that. That's fucking rough. But you know what? That just makes me all respect the people who do it, you know, even more. Oh, you can cancel out of it at any point. Considering some of the stuff here isn't even the song that it existed, you know, that respect of controlling it. Yeah.
This time.
And the thing is that like, yeah, you also have to consider like this game was in development for years. So at some point, like they already had this outline of a story going, and then we're just like, yeah, this is the story we want to tell. And like, fucking more props to them. Especially for them putting you in the shoes of a main character where you are not the one who's welcome in the majority of the world. You know what I mean? And not in a like, I feel like a lot of games would be like, oh, you're a little goblin or you're a little demon. Like, no, you're a dude. You're a dude, and the world just views you as subhuman, despite you just being a person. And so much respect for Creative Studio 3 to just be like, yeah, that's the story we're going with. Yeah, you're handsome as fuck and people see you as branded. Don't care. Yeah, exactly. It's like, wow. Because then, okay, y'all want to know what the equivalent of that is? Is if you're a person of color and you've been on a dating site and you've gotten the reply of like to your face or through ear of just being like, hey, I find you really attractive, but unfortunately I don't date people of color. And then people expecting that to be that's just a normal response that some people will give you. And like, that's real. That happens. that has happened to me. And it's like, oh, you know, you're older. This might have happened years ago. This happened like fucking when I started dating again after like my marriage and stuff like that. This started, you know, once I came out as like polyamorous and started like opening up to like dating other people and stuff like that. Like, it happens now. It is wild. It like, that's one of those things that like nowadays to have a like, no, like a real talk moment, people that are like, nah, like racism and stuff doesn't happen like that like nowadays. Like, yeah, I don't know what world they live in, but like, nah, shit is very real, very prominent. Holy shit, you're poly too? Yeah. I am definitely a person of you know, yeah. But then again, it was one of those things where I'm not sure if I've talked about like openly about like coming like just coming to terms with being like poly and stuff like that. And I think a lot of it, because I don't think I'm normal in a lot of ways with a lot of that stuff. When it comes to like sexuality and gender and stuff like that, I don't feel like I'm the norm that a lot of people should set their sights on, you know what I mean? A lot of stuff for me, it just felt more like common sense of like, I don't care if my partner was dating other people or if I was dating other people and stuff like that, because I feel like I can have that capacity in me to do that, to where I can be like, yeah, I love this person and this person equally, and I don't see why that's a problem, especially if it's all consensual. And that's always rubbed me the wrong way. And yeah, also it's another one of stone. There are so many of these stones around here. Well, yeah. I didn't mention it because it's not my business, but hell yeah. That's kind of how I feel, is that like, if people ask me, I'll answer, but like, I don't, and maybe that's just something with me. Maybe there's something wrong with my head, but like, I just genuinely don't understand why people look or frown upon certain things when it comes to like relationships and gender, where it's like, it's not your business, honestly. The same thing with like, I consider myself more gender fluid in general, because I'm like, if I want to one day show up on stream wearing a dress, like, nobody's fucking business. Like, it's my gender and I know who I am. The thing. Airy. But like, yeah, man, I'm super terrified of ever mentioning it because it's so difficult to talk about. Yeah, just know, if anybody out there watching is, you know, like gender fluid or polyamorous, like, it's not, like, you just know what you want. And hopefully, I hope that you guys can find partners who are, you know, accepting of who you are and treat you right, considering, you know, the things you are. You know what I mean? I think, and honestly, I think that's just all any human, you know, wants. It's just to be treated like a person and to be seen as themselves. You know what I mean? I don't think that should ever be frowned upon. Man, look at this game, bringing out all the deep conversations. Not that it even has to be that deep, honestly, because people make it deeper than it needs to be. People make simple things like that, like, a bigger deal than they need to be, when it's just like, nah, this is just what this person is, and fucking deal with it. Oh, my relationship stuff has been extremely positive, but like, I worry about them getting hurt because of my openness with it. I feel you. And honestly, the thing that fixes a lot of issues like that is, funny enough, the easiest building block, but the hardest building block to really maintain, which is, you know, communication. Being open and communicating with your partner and creating an environment where everybody can speak their piece while also, you know, like, being loving and accepting of each other is what a relationship should be.
I do everything around here.
Game, please. I charged one shot. I charged one shot. Oh no, not the astrologian. no, it's a lot of communication. It's a lot of trial and error. It's a lot of just talking and being open, and honestly being vulnerable enough to like ask for like, hey, sometimes you just need to be reaffirmed with your partner, and I think that's normal for any relationship. You know what I mean? Whether that be like you know, like student mentor. Sometimes you need to be reaffirmed that like, yeah, you're on the right path and you're doing the right things and you're learning the right way. Whether that be coworkers, sometimes you want to make sure that like, yeah, you know, the people you're working around and each other know that, you know, the work that they're putting in is appreciated. Like a lot of things just are people not wanting to be vulnerable enough to be like, yeah, good work, rather than being you know, putting out that, you know, we have to all be tougher by some standard, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, well, sorry to get into that bit. It was just surprising because I don't see very many polycules, ones that are open. Yeah, fair. I mean, I have a lot of times where yeah, how to represent that myself, and I want to. We'll see. Say it. Yeah. I mean, I'm somebody that comes from a background, not to get too into it, but I come from a background where a lot of my family, oh shit, yo, they ate shit so bad. A lot of, I feel like a lot of the things I grew up around were handled in ways where if there was something very big, it was handled within the family kind of thing. But also, because it was handled within the family, sometimes it was very too cliquey, and that never sat well with me. It never sat well with me that sometimes it felt like my own family didn't see me as family, but they just saw me as the role I filled in. It's like when you party up for like an MMO or something, you don't see, oh, this is like, you know, like lovely blonde 69, you know what I mean? This is like my white mage for this 10 minutes, you know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that, but there is something wrong with that when it feels like that's your own family that doesn't see you as you. They just see you as, ah, yes, the son, or ah, yes, the daughter, rather than you as a person, and that always rubbed me the wrong way. It's like when you party in an MMO for a raid static, but you're a woman, and the raid leader's like, oh yeah, you need to be a healer? Yeah. I don't know where that analogy came from. 14 drama. Never. No, I'll never say never change. Look, it needs to change. It's real bad. But yeah, just... ugh. Life's hard, especially when people just make it harder for other people. I don't support that. Alright, Bertrand. I doubt there's anything you could tell us that will make this story any more depressing.
The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something.
Also, what I was saying before,
Go on, then.
just very long roundabout way of just being like, sometimes you just have to say things.
And I need to find her.
And it took me a long time to just come to terms with sometimes you need to be a person that just says things.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarrelling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, Keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
True, we've learned. Yeah, things like that in general is difficult, but also feel self-empowering you can actually do it. Yeah. I think a lot of people hold themselves back just because of societal norms. You know what I mean? Also, just from the raw fact that like nobody wants to be lonely. Like real talk. Like yeah, no, I've lost a lot of relationships, a lot of friends just from saying how I felt at the time kind of thing. And granted, I do think that's partly because I'm a little too blunt sometimes, which hey, sometimes just say, you can say the things you want to say, just say them a little nicer. But like, yeah, I think it can be hard being that person to just like speak up sometimes, especially in situations where it's like, I don't like the way this person's being treated, or I don't like the way my friends are handling a subject matter, or I don't like the way like we're laughing about this, but also like, hey, there's a serious thing here that's like, why are we not talking about this? Or why are we being all inclusive? Like this is somehow normal, or this is somehow how this thing should be treated normally when it isn't, kind of thing. And I think a lot of that can be culturally different depending on your friend circle or family circle. Some of it could be Cajun, just environments that people grow up in and stuff like that. But like, yeah, just, but all I ask of anybody watching is just, hey, treat people like people. Like, don't belittle, how should I say this? Like, it's one thing, like, don't degrade or dehumanize people. What I guess I'm trying to say is that's all I'll ever ask of.
What's this? A branded? Where's your master?
The bare minimum, in other words.
I come to you from Northreach.
It shouldn't be the bare
Behest of
minimum.
the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of
Good
me?
lady servant.
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
He took her to our ruins? Bad guy. Bad dude. Kidnapping and taking her to a ruins? God. Oh, dude. Gonna give this guy another scar over his other eye.
It smells of death here, Torgu.
Uh-oh.
Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village.
Oh. Game, please. please, computer, please. Need to hang in there for another like 20 minutes or so until the end of the stream.
It's over.
My hard drive and my 3070 is not enjoying this at the moment. Jesus.
Sick of talking. It's over. You're finished.
On Honda. Oh.
Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a woman.
Well, they're both dead.
Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry.
Hmm.
So it is you. Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to see every night. He said her name was Tatienne.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to.
Hmm.
But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else.
Disgusting.
Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
Yeah.
I think he meant to ask us something else.
Mm-hmm.
He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters.
Mm-hmm.
Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Ah, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now.
Oh, shit.
Did you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
On one hand, smart, so I don't have to walk as far. On the other hand, oh shit, she came all the way out here?
To tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
Perhaps. Also, I've realized that now that I have basically double trigger, like now that I can semi-prime, like, oh man, potions do not drop as often.
If it was a message,
Hey, Isabel.
I could have seen to it, milady.
Of course you could, had it not been personal.
Hey, Isabel.
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east.
Also, respect sex workers.
You needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then?
Yeah. bro didn't understand that she wasn't into him.
I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan.
Hmm?
Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
Truth.
I found this with Tatienne.
Preach.
I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
That's the end of that quest. It's just right there.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks.
Oh?
The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army.
Uh-huh.
According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Otto mentioned the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it?
Hmm.
Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
Thanks, Isabel. It's been depressing, unfortunately. But yeah, that seems like a good stopping point. Let me go hit this save. Because, man, that was a lot. Also, almost enough to upgrade our limit break meter. So, hell yeah. Alright. Save. Also, I wish we had just one more slot. I wish we had just one more ability slot. That's all I want. I wish I had one more ability slot in this game. Alright. Let's go return to title screen and I'll send y'all off. But, yeah. Sorry about all the technical difficulties today. I don't know what's going on. Might need to take a look at some PC stuff and see what I can fix around it. But otherwise, hey, thank you all for joining me today for more FF16. We'll be back for the rest of the week for even more FF16. Back tomorrow in particular. You all stay hydrated out there. Get a good meal because everyone deserves it. And be sure to stay kind to yourselves and each others. And yeah. Thanks for the stream and well, the talk too. It meant a lot. I'm glad. Just know that there is always support for things like that. And there's always a right and a wrong way to go about those kinds of relationship things. And the most important factors I can give to you and to any viewer about that kind of stuff is a lot of things boil down to communication and respect. And you should always have those, especially in a poly relationship. Otherwise, I wish you luck. And also, yeah, congrats. Nice. Didn't know you were another poly person, but like, yeah, hell yeah, dude. Tight. Much love to you and your partner. But other than that, yeah, I'll catch you all tomorrow for more Final Fantasy 16. You all take care. And yeah, I'll see you then. All right, bye-bye. You
can live it. Now you see and realize you never could survive it. You're dealing with cold-blooded assassinators.